before.
It's got really bad gain.
Look how high it is.
Yeah, it's super pro.
Yeah. So now that I've released it, I can do it like that, and now it's good. And then you should see the inside. So it went from a B plus to a D minus, maybe an F. Look at that whole cut I had to do.
Oh,
Okay. That flange was. This Fender took me twice as long as that one, and we now have hours of fiberglass work.
Day 2, I'm working on the Carbon Fiber Monster Service Genesis V1 kit. And obviously it's not a great start to episode 2. As you guys can see, Kyle has hung in a second fender while we were away. Not really much progress. There's a lot of backtracking because the other side we deemed that the Monster Service kit was actually pretty decent for the most part, B+, and we didn't struggle too much to get it to fit. We actually didn't even need to cut anything.
Nope.
Nothing at all for it to
Rounding
fit.
of the holes, you're good to go.
Right. However, that is far from the case over here. There's a lot of stress cuts. Things have been cut in 3 different places.
This fender was about a ½ an inch higher than the hood. The flange was not at a 90-degree angle. It was at a 45-degree angle to the actual fender there. And there was about a ½ an inch gap on the back to the A-pillar. So not to mention this right here, you can see that this has got a fingers gap in it.
Yeah, look at.
So I had to cut off the flange to it so that we can make a new bracket for it so we can hold it in there. But so you can see how much stress.
Yeah, you're gonna have to flex that like crazy.
That's a lot of stress to be holding on to that.
The other sucky part about this makes our job twice as hard because these are going to be made in carbon fiber. Most likely have the carbon fiber. These pieces on the car, not ideal. And the reason being is because when that the carbon fiber goes on there, the resin hardens. That's going to be the end position that it stays in. If we take these pieces off the car, skin them in carbon fiber and the resin cures, and they're not in the position that they need to be to bolt to the car, they're never going to fit
into that position.
They're never going to go into that position. Yeah, that's a long story short. That's what we're dealing with. We're just going to stop talking because there's a lot of work.
As of right now, I'll be honest with you, I'm pausing on the front and going to work on the rear.
Yeah. Ran into a little predicament there, huh? You tape the door shut.
Yeah.
Flex, literally. Look at these things, dude. That's so crazy.
If you snap that, I'm making you fix it. So I do like how these are made, though. If you see most other wide body pieces, flares, what have you, this is in the same plane as the outside.
Right, so it doesn't sit flush?
And it won't sit flush.
Yeah.
It'll make that this will be like off the car. Right. And when you put a rib nut on it, the rib nut is outside of the panel, so you need a little bit of a gap so that it can sit flush. So I do like how they've made that. It is really weird that they are super flimsy.
It's lightweight.
Again, if you're just wanting it for lightweight, sure, definitely the kit for you. It's definitely not like the remake kit is definitely a lot heavier.
Right.
Yeah. Or any other kit is a lot heavier than this. This is the thinnest I've ever seen.
Hey, Kyle.
Yes, ma'am.
What are those?
What?
What is that?
What are those?
Those are my chocolate!
Okay, so this is my work attire. I don't know if you know this. My work attire consists of
Chanclas?
Those are my chocolate!
no, old Dickies pants, old Dickies. My Cruising by Design work
look
shirt.
at that.
Okay, work shirt, plug.
Shameless plug.
Hat at all times because I always get dusty, might as well. And socks with Oakley sandals. Yeah, I have many socks that have holes in them from welding.
We got some tape.
We got some tape.
We got some fiberglass panels, and we're gonna tape them to the car. The proper way to install these.
Yeah.
Pick up that piece, put it on the car, right now.
Oh, I don't want to. I'm
Just
scared.
try it. Just try it.
Scared.
Let me get your initial reaction.
Sweet.
It doesn't fit. There's a big lip right here. That needs to be bent a ton.
Again, I can't, if I carbon this off the car,
It's not gonna fit properly.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to bend that much.
Right. For the most part, it's not that bad
So
though.
I'm gonna get a thing to trim this, a little grinder here, and then, but we can do that after we mount this one up there.
Right.
I'll make sure that this one's mounted exactly where I want. Pretty good usually with eyeballing the center of the hole.
That right there is a wide body.
An over fender. Thank you. It's not a wide body. It's an over fender. Get it right. Does it have a hole location? Oh, it might. Oh, I need a flashlight. Flashlight. Flash me. Right. Thank you. So this one I just noticed already has a pre-marked hole. You can't probably see that. There's a pre-marked hole right there. So I want to see if this one has a pre-marked hole. Which will make things easier if it does. It does. All right, so let's drill them both out and see if they line up.
Okay, so we have the V1 Monster Service rear fender flare on the car. We have the end pieces. Actually, when you bend these to the car, they don't fit too crazy bad.
Not too bad. We had a little bit of trimming to do on the back section of it, and that was about it.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, it looks pretty good. The only thing we're gonna have to work on right here is, if you guys can see, this isn't perfectly lined up. That's not the end of the world. We're probably gonna add material onto this to follow this body line up into the taillight, so that looks seamless and flush. Other than that, what are you rating the fitment for the rear? This side at least?
This side, yeah, since we've already had one good and one bad, it's good. I don't like it for our process. Again, we're having to
Carbon fiber and have to
carbon fiber on top of it,
Right.
but for anyone else that's going to wrap it, paint it, you know, what have you, I like it. It's definitely a lot easier to line up and install compared to
Other kits,
remakes or Durgaflex or whatever.
Another thing we will say is, out of wide body kits, if you are looking to go super wide, this kit is not the widest kit out there. It's actually pretty, what I would say in wide body terms, it's pretty skinny. It's about an inch skinnier than the remake or other wide body kits out there.
Yeah. We're gonna take the screws out and drill our holes and get our rib nuts in there in place so that this side is done.
Look at that. We're gonna rib nut this. We're gonna nut it already.
Oh geez, with your puns.
Just give me a good nut, Kyle.
No, I will not.
Let's oh, it's gym time.
Gym time. Are you gonna go work out right now?
No, that was my gym reservation. You really just spray painted into a cap and you're painting it with a paintbrush?
We're just gonna
do preventative maintenance.
Yeah. All right, so now we wait about 5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
Look at this rib nut tool.
Rib nut tool.
This is how you get a good nut.
You're fired. No, but if you, for a good rib nut tool, this is isn't very expensive. I think they're like $60. Proper way to do it. There's also some smaller, cheaper ones for like 30 that are hand pump, just one hand. And
a hand pump to get a good nut. Just like that.
And there you go. Rib nut in.
Okay, pressed all the way in there. Flush. Looks great.
And now we only have 30 more to go.
Rib nuts are all in. Look how good these look. This is why you should use rib nuts instead of self-tapping screws, because they are very professional. You have your rib nuts. You get these little rib nut. You get the screw that's paired for this rib nut, and it just like that. Look at how professional that is.
It's actually not very difficult to do, and I
It's-
guess it takes an extra 20-30 minutes max.
All right, so we're coming to an end for day 2. We have both rear fenders on, both front fenders on, and it looks pretty decent. There's not really too many panel gaps on this side. Everything fits up great over here. For the most part, the fitment on the rear is pretty decent, would you say?
Yeah, not too bad. Just a little bit of here or there.
Front fenders on. Kyle created
we did have that one bad issue over there next to the rear wheel well, remember?
right.
That's pretty bad.
So we do have this. Kyle fixed up this. Not only did he fix up that, he fixed up this front bracket so your finger can't fit inside here anymore. That's just a temporary hold for right now. It's looking good.
And then our top gap too.
Yep, the top gap is fixed
Let's see that. I forgot to show you that.
for the most part.
Our temporary hold on the inside for now. Making it work.
Open this up. Look at this temporary. Look at this bracket.
Look at that gap though. It'll have to be cut. Look at that gap.
Wow, it's like so far off.
And actually, I had to raise this all. So look, see how much gap underneath there?
Right.
Just to raise that whole thing up.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. Did a lot of work to make this side fit. Look at the edges are now crisp on this side as well. The thing that Kyle was saying is there was an issue back here with the fitment for this rear connecting piece to the little bumper. I guess you'd say the rear bumping connecting piece on the back. It does overhang on the wheel well quite a bit. Like as you can see, that's as big as my finger. So that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, if it's lined up here, it's lined up here, that whole thing is lined up. I mean, not much more you can do about it, so.
Not much more you can do. And then the biggest fail for tonight.
Are you gonna show your fail?
I'm going to, Kyle. If I push open the gas door right here, I feel like we have to show this. Oh man, the gas door is broken because this hole right here, I put the bolt in, drilled through it, and unfortunately it also drilled through the gas door. So if you get this kit from Monster Service, I highly suggest that you remove the entire gas door. Don't even just open it, because I don't think it would, we still would have nailed this. This bolt is...
Yeah, it would have been close.
Right.
So it says there. Yeah. Would have been close. But you can see the drill, the self-tapping screw.
Went right into it.
Yeah, the bolt might not have, but yeah, the bolt would have. It's not very thick right there. Like, I got probably about that much room.
Right.
So just be careful. When we've done remake kits, and I think it goes about down lower, about right here.
Right.
And that's probably why I bypassed all that.
Right. I've drilled
now
in.
I want to feel inside my gas door and see if it's like that, because I've never looked at my own gas door.
Right. So I've drilled into probably 4 or 5 different Genesis to put on wide body kits. I've never experienced this where I've never even opened the gas door before to put on the wide body. And this time around, put that bolt right in the top. As soon as we went through this, Kyle kind of recognized that the gas door moved a little bit. We went to open the gas door to check, and
I heard, remember I told you I heard a crack
right
earlier, and I didn't know what that was. That was over there. Well, that's what it was. It cracked.
the gas door.
So, being this isn't just me and my buddy or something like that. This is a customer's car.
Right.
I will be replacing that, and that's just all in a day's work.
Right. Unfortunately, that's the way that the cookie crumbles. It sucks. I feel like shit. I shouldn't have drilled that. Should have paid more attention. But now we're letting you guys know. It's kind of the way that it goes. Yeah. With that, we're gonna conclude day 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below. Tell us all of your thoughts on this. If you're excited to see the carbon fiber Genesis Coupe with the Monster Service V1 kit. Other than that, we'll see you guys in the next video. We're out of here.